All right. All right. All right. All right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Here we go again. Make it make sense in spirit and in truth. Um, I'm coming this evening with many things. Okay. I'm coming with many of things. And I'm titling this message, Make It Make Sense in Spirit and in Truth. Um, I want to say that earlier today, when I got up, I ran up on the young man that says and called himself a chosen one. What I'm understanding, which makes a whole lot of sense, that in the body of Hamashiach, the Father has chosen ones, and they're chosen for even a day as this. Like back in the days, there was some chosen for those that time period. But I think that in this day and this day, I believe that he do have those that are chosen, but they are to work with the ones that are elect as well as the church, the saints. Because listening to this young man, and I have listened to two of them, uh, uh, to where they make things feel good within you because of what they're saying. Sister Deborah don't focus on uh, when this particular one, when he speak, sometimes he use words that we would call curse words. But in spite of him using those words, I could still hear truth in what he's saying. And it's the type of truth that I almost feel like the Father is sending someone to keep you encouraged, keep you understanding. The reason why these things are happening is because you are special in the eyes of the Most High Yah. And I think that that's a beautiful thing to have individual in the body of Hamashiach that's that's here. I mean, like in this DAY that says things to keep you encouraged from the inside out. You see what I'm saying? This individual is not somebody that I would really listen to. I might listen to him every now and then, maybe once, maybe twice a month. But it's not something I go to his page and I search or I subscribe. No, it's just that when I see his picture, if I see the topic, I might listen to it. But he says a lot of things that's really, really, I mean, really beautiful to your inner man. So I do believe that the Father has his on the earth that's here to encourage someone like me. You see what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, a lot of things he might not know that I know, but it's almost like he did not put everybody in the he did not put everybody in the body to know all the same things. We like it's like saying everybody have to know what Sister Deborah know and how she know it and how she see it, how she understand it, how y'all give her knowledge in it, and how he has taught me. No, that's not how Yah is doing this. He doing it according to his measurements, not ours on the earth. So I'm learning that there are those that are out there that are chosen to be able to say the things to keep others that's walking in Yah encouraged. Okay. Keep them realizing that you are the one. Now, don't forget, now, don't think that you're not the one. You're the one. And this is why, this. He uploaded another video. I think it was like 3 hours ago, and I just went in and I listened to it. I said, "Now, see there, he's sending that straight to me." He said, "It really, honestly, he almost pinpoint my life." He said, when you know that you know who you are and you are a special one in Yah, a chosen one, he said, it starts when you're a child. And I'm like saying, bam, you know what I'm saying? But it's what he was saying, and he was really telling you about his experience as a chosen one. But I'm looking at it, I'm saying, wait a minute, bro, you sounded like me, you know. So I do know that the Father has assigned those that are on the earth in this DAY that has what it takes to encourage someone like Sister Deborah. I really do. Now, I want to explain something to you. What really got me is when I listened to him when I woke up last night, I'm going to say early morning, had to have been something like 4 or 5 in the morning, somewhere during that time. I was really tossing and turning in all these dreams that I was having. I mean, they were all over the place. But you know what? When I woke up, I was so saddened because the dream was leading me to a situation where a lot of chaos taking place, and I'm trying to be in a situation where when the chaos is taking place, I'm trying to be in the right place, you know, the place of how would I say it? How would I cover, you know? I'm trying to be in a situation where if they do this, at least I'm here. You know, they can't really come here, or they can't really do anything to me because I'm here. But in this dream, I kept saying, okay, I'm here, I'm okay, I know I'm okay. But it was like I would say something like martial law, and they were coming after everybody. But I, in the dream, was so disappointed because it seemed like if I turned left, they were there. When I turned right, they was there. When I turned in the back, they was there. When I looked to the forward, they were there. It was like a no win. It was like I was wrestling and battling the fact in the dream that it's really nowhere to turn. And you in the dream, you feel them, you can feel their presence all about you, all around you. But it was almost to the point that you was trying to figure out, where can I go from here? Where should I go? Should I go here? Should I go here? Oh no, I better not go over there. I better go here. This is how the dream was. But I was still just in a certain place. And it was such a very uncomfortable dream because when I woke up, I was like, when Father, what was all that chaos? It was like chaos, you guys, actually chaos. And they were coming after people. I do know that. And they were coming after people. And I felt that, okay, if I go here, you know, I was going to be okay. But it seems like no matter where I went, they were there. So it was like a situation where no matter which way I was standing, even in the place in which I was in, I felt them still that close still to me. And that bothered me. So when I woke up in the dream, when I was in the dream, when I woke up, I just couldn't shake it. I said, that is so horrible if that's what things would be like. I mean, it's just like it's a no. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what, it's like a no win. No win. When you think you know you okay, you here, you know, it's like a no win. You can't win what is um coming before us. That's the way I was feeling when I woke up this morning. I was like, this is a crazy dream. I'm like all over the place. But let me explain something to you all. And then this young man who called himself a chosen one, when he said it early this morning, around about something to about 8 o'clock, almost 8 a.m., he was speaking on the chosen ones and those that are special in the Most High. And he went on to saying some other things. And I was like, now, Father, how do he know that? I said, now, I found out about 3 weeks ago, and hear this young man speaking about it. And I'm going to share that with you all. I think y'all done heard me talk to you all about, it seems like, say, for instance, Sister Deborah talk about a topic right now. It's the strangest thing that after I'm off YouTube, I find out that someone else was speaking the same topic. Several people saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And they saying the same thing, but they kind of flipping it a different way. But it's not bringing out spirit and truth, to be honest. It's more so saying the same thing, but saying it in a different way. And that bothered me because I said, now, wait a minute, Father, this was happening 3 weeks ago. I said, now, what is going on? Do they know our thoughts? What are they playing us against each other? That's what I was asking the Father last about three weeks ago. I said, it seems like, Father, they are playing us against each other. I said, it's almost like they know our thoughts, Father. Is it that I don't know if y'all can go back to a video, several videos where I said, wait a minute, it seems like, and it feels like they know our thoughts. Do you all know this young man? He pulled up early this morning at 8 o'clock and did a video. And he said, y'all, I don't know if it's just me. He said, I don't know if it's me or what. But y'all don't understand what's going on, y'all. He said something's going on and it don't feel right. It's just not right. And the way he brings it out, I like it because it's just so bold. And he said, you all, let me tell y'all, something is going on. They are reading our minds. And I said, see there? I said, now 3 weeks ago, I brought it before the Most High Yah. I even mentioned it to you all on a video. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. I even mentioned it in a video. And I'm like saying, wait a minute, something is going on. This is too powerful for them to be able to know our thoughts. And when we tell y'all to be real with you, that dream I had, it almost felt like that. Why? Because no matter where I move, they were there. You see what I'm saying? That's the way I felt in the dream. All my thoughts, they could understand. All my movement. Remember, I told you I was going, and where I went seemed like they was on each side or either in the back or in front of me. And it was just to the point where, wait a minute, something wrong with this. And it was like I went to several different locations and I felt so assured that I was okay, but they were right behind me. They knew my every move. And I had to wake up I was in that dream. I had to wake up and embrace the fact that, wait a minute, I need you to tell me something going on here. And I believe it's the reality. So when I grabbed my phone, here go this young man here. He had just uploaded it at 8 o'clock. And I think I woke up at 7:40. And I'm looking at this phone. I'm like, let me hear what this young man is saying. And he was just talking to the chosen ones, the elects of the Most High Yah. He went on, he said, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. And I know y'all going to think I'm crazy. And y'all can say what you want. You can think what you want. I'm going to tell you what I believe, y'all, because I'm feeling this thing. He went straight to it, just cut straight to it. Something going on. They reading our minds. And he began to break it down. And I was like, Father, isn't that what I came to your throne with 3 weeks ago? You see? How is it this young man is saying the same thing that I have come to understand? And I was just in the dream that night, it wasn't that night, it was in the morning, but I was asleep, went to bed last night, but a dream, it seemed like it was a long dream. They were knowing my every move. Everywhere I was going, they were there. So I believe without a doubt, as I said before, there was some negative individual. I feel they were negative spirits that were counteracting what I was saying. Now I believe that it was not so much as the individual, it was how they are going to play us against each other. Because in me, I'm like saying, Father, how they gonna boast up this here? How they gonna get on this here, this thing about what Yeshua said in Matthew 24, verse 7? I know you done told me don't worry about wars and rumors of wars. That's the throw off. And I think that is really sad because I was just washing this and he said, Deborah, people are all messed up in the United States. They got these people believing that it's all about the wars and what they're doing. They taking everything out of this country and sending it everywhere to make sure this country fall. It's already falling. Remember in Revelation chapter 18, verse 2, it says Babylon has fallen. Has fallen. It said it twice. And that was to get you all to understand what Sister Deborah told you a while, probably a couple of years ago. Babylon already fell. They don't even own this country. You see, they're waiting for the debris, and the debris is when they have the civil war and the people going against each other, like Yeshua explained it to the disciples. He said they're going to be nations against nations and kingdom against kingdom. The kingdom comes in where you're going to have, like you have Israel and Palestine. You all did not notice because they got y'all thinking this war. You all did not notice here in the United States, the Israel, those who said the Jews and Israel, they said that they are Jews, and the Palestinians here in the United States, in this land, on this ground, they are battling. That's what you call kingdom against kingdom. Then you're going to get the Hebrews, you're going to get the Christians, you're going to get the Muslim, you're going to get different kingdoms battling with each other. All of that has already started. But the main thing that has started is nation against nation. This country has 100%, I'm going to say it like I feel it in my spirit, 100% successful to already sealing that thing. I'm telling you, it's already sealed. Because when I look from where I'm at and I look out, I'm in my mind, I'm wondering, why is people here and people there, Father? Why are people here and over there? Why is people over here and over there? Meaning it all kind of nonsense. Why is people doing this and they talking about this and they talking about this and they with this here and they agreeing with this and they agree with, why are they all over the place instead of seeing what's actually taking place right in the midst of them? The United States of America has successfully brought the country down without a doubt. This is what I be saying to you all when I'm in the promise, when I'm in the wilderness. This is what I'm taught, and I'm seeing this, and I'm saying to y'all, why ain't people seeing it? Y'all don't see it. You know, I'm constantly saying that because I'm there already, while everybody's still on the back end looking at Russia and looking at China, looking at Ukraine, looking at the Palestinians, and looking at all of that. And all of that is right here in this country. It's a war within here. I just told you all a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I told you twice that China has moved their people over here to the United States. They had one where it was 200 men. So the people were saying, the news, the reporters and the news was saying, well, okay, where's the women and children? It was all men. And these weren't men coming over here that was bent, meaning these was men that you can tell they ready for the battle. I've heard that they sent a whole, now that was 200 about when I mentioned it to you about a month ago, I say. But now I heard that they sent something like 10,000 of men. See, because like I told y'all 2 years ago, United States don't own this land. China owns it, and I would think Russia, but I think Iran is a part of it too. You see, but I don't think I don't when he said Babylon has, let me go to it. Revelation 18. Let me just go there so I can say it exactly the way it said it in here. And it's a reason why I said it twice. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily. Why is this angel crying mightily? Why? Why is this angel? My question is not to you, it's to the Most High God. Why will this angel, why is this angel crying mightily? And then it says with a strong voice, because this angel is making a statement, y'all. Just as Sister Deborah is making a statement and has made a statement in time past, been telling you all. See, the warnings has already passed. The warnings, you got it. It's already been set forth. You see? Here it is in Revelation 18 and verse 2. And he cried, he's talking about the angel. He cried mightily with a strong voice. What's all that? Why do we have to have that like that? Because he's saying to me right in now as I speak to you, Deborah, because that's the power of the warning that he is giving here. And that's kind of sad. It's really sad because I'm like saying, as he's saying it to me, I'm saying in my spirit, but Father, they ain't nowhere near it. They can't hear it. They can't see it. They can't feel it. The warning. So this angel is bringing out this warning and no one is feeling this thing. And me being a prophetess, living it, I'm a living witness to see this, that the minds of the people are nowhere focusing on what the United Snakes has already done. Now listen to this angel with a mighty cry and a strong voice saying, Babylon the Great is falling. Why did he have to say it twice? Going back to what I told y'all 2 years. United Snakes has lost this country long time ago. Everything had already fallen. Right now, they're waiting for the debris. And it's coming from within. It's not coming from Russia, China, Ukraine, and all these other places. It's not coming from there, you guys. It's coming from within. Then you hear it says, great. Then you hear it says into is falling. Why did that angel have to repeat it twice? Is what Sister Deborah is saying. Because they're not going to hear. But his mission is to be said mightily and strong. Why? The Father said, Deborah, it's a warning. And it's a very powerful warning. Even though they're going to miss it, it's still said with might and with a strong voice. Why would an angel in the spirit realm? Now think, y'all, why would an angel in the spirit realm have to come and speak this and no one understand it? No one hears it. You get what I'm saying? Why is the Father allowing this angel to have a mighty voice with a strong voice? Why? What is all that for? What is all that for? It has a powerful meaning to it, you guys. And this is what I tell you when I say go over your head. It flies over your head because people don't feel this. You got to feel this thing. Now, I did look at the mighty, but I never looked at the fact it says with a strong voice. Why do this angel need a strong voice? You guys kind of feel me with what I'm saying now. Why would this angel need a strong voice to get this point across? Because y'all said it's a mighty warning, Deborah. That's why. It's a warning. It's a mighty. And he had to say it twice because it's going to fall on one end. And then it's later on, it's going to fall on the same end, but it's going to fall completely. And see, that's what they're not seeing. Because I'm saying to me, why are you having him to say it twice? I'm telling y'all, when I'm in the wilderness and he's teaching me, I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no sense. I'll be like, well, wait a minute. Why you got to have him say it twice? He said, Deborah, This is when, this was years ago. He said, because when he fall the first time, they ain't gonna know nothing about it. And I told y'all, when you see 9/11, when you see when they was taking all of the foreclosed homes, when you see all the things happen starting in 2004, and you go back and you look through the history of all the things that had happened in this country, then you understand, hey, this country it had fallen. Do you remember? Give you another. You remember when China gave United States some money to give the people a stipend? Do anybody in the live chat, do y'all remember that? China had given the United States money to give everybody in this country a stipend. Y'all don't remember that? And that was probably before 2008 or after. I don't know when it was, but no one in this country ever questioned it. Nobody questioned it. That's why I know that this country was said to be the smartest, but the history of how it's going to come down have revealed to me as a prophetess, it is the dumbest country. It wasn't the smartest. It was the one that was used and didn't realize. It thought it was going to abuse everyone, kill, steal, and destroy. And at the same time, the end game was that they be destroyed. You see? The same way what? They have destroyed many. You see? It's coming back. You see? So they so ignorant, and what happens? Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, you got these Catholics over here, and then you got the Christians over here. Why is it they don't see Revelation 18? It's impossible for you to read Revelation 18 and not know it's not talking about United States. When you get to Revelation 18 and you hear them say in Revelation 18 and verse 2, when you said Babylon the Great, and who pulled up and said what? Let's make America great again. They took it from here, you guys. You see, they took it from here. See, they are fully aware that this country has to fall. They are fully aware that this country is Babylon. You get what I'm saying? They are fully aware of all the steps that's being taken. They are fully aware of it. They know that America has already fallen. That's why America did something in 9/11. That was all America doing. Foreclosed on all the houses. That was all America taking their people homes. Just like they have taken your money from your payroll, that your money from your taxes, taxing you at the same time, 24, they taxing you. And not one person in this country. This shows you that they think they're intelligent, but they really, at the end, shows that they were the dumbest country in the world. Because they did so much to them and they paid no attention to it as long as they had a scapegoat. And the scapegoat was of the people that was here. As long as they do it to the black people, we okay. We all at answer. And now things are happening, and now they're saying that the United States is treating them like slaves. Hold up, bro. What y'all talking about? You're getting treated like slaves because this is the way you have treated others. And now, you know, it's just falling back on you. And you're starting to see it because now you're starting to see how the United States has prepared to destroy you in your own country. And a lot of people thinking, oh, Russia. And I get so sick of the Europeans crying about Russia and China, Israel, Ukraine, Palestine, all of that. Y'all, let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24 is when the disciples were taken to a private location by the Most High Yah. Okay? But Yeshua met them at that's Matthew 24 and verse 3. I want you to see Matthew 24 and verse 3. As he had sat upon Mount Olive, the disciples came unto him privately. Okay. Tell us when these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming. And see, they want to know the signs of his coming and the end of the world. And Yeshua said to them, he said, and he answered, said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Because this being deceived is the biggest losing punch. I mean, if you deceive, you messed up, you gone. You deceive, you gone. That means nobody can't tell you nothing. You can't understand nothing. You just gone. You just believe that which he that deceive you, and you don't see nothing else to make any sense. But this is what he said. He said in verse 6, he said, and ye shall hear of wars. You see the wars got an S? And rumors of wars. That means you're going to see it all on news. You're going to see it in newspapers, on television, all across the media. And do you notice he said wars with an S? He said, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Why would Yeshua tell the disciples? We know he ain't talking to them because they ain't going to be here. He's trying to tell you all, don't be troubled by the wars and rumors of wars, because the whole idea of the rumors were to keep us messing with our minds, putting that as the most important thing on our minds. And we as a people that's in this country, we are eating this stuff up. But we don't see that, wait a minute, they're taking everything out of this country. And this, I think that's the most saddest thing than anything. They didn't see that the purpose of closing everything down, they couldn't reset everything until they closed everything down. They closed everything down and they use a bio and they to deceive the mass of the people in this country, to close everything down, to shut everything down, to reset. The reset is showing you the move of he that's coming, the beast, the Antichrist, and the false prophet, the one world system. See, it cannot come up to its system until they shut it down. That's the real winner. That's the real winner. There is when they were able to shut everything down and reboot everything. But before they shut everything down, there was many things this country did and nobody questioned it. And I'm speaking of those who think they're smarter than smart. They think they're so wise. They think they're so intelligent. They think they know so much. They think they're white. They think they're right because they're white. And they think right mean white. And they don't have, that shows you they didn't know nothing. They ain't gonna even see it when it hit them. But they feeling something, but they can't understand why is this country doing this to us. You see? Now, here he warned us to do not get caught up in the wars and rumors of wars. He told us, he said, what did he say? He said, ye be not troubled. He's telling you don't be troubled about that. But what did he say? For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So he's letting us know the wars and the rumors of wars, which is all on the news, in the newspaper, and all over, it's to throw us off, y'all. To throw us off. They have used it throughout time. Every time something go down, they always say, "Well, let's put up the war. Let's let the war be the one that kind of hide what we're doing." And that's all they doing. It's just like they closed everything down based on a bio. And they closed everything down. This in here is the wars. They saying it's wars here, and they in the process of it, all these wars that's Ukraine and Japan and China and all these different things. Guess what, y'all? They know they just clowning because they need to destroy the people. And this is the only way, is to get the people's minds focused. But what Yeshua was saying, we are not to be troubled by the wars. But he can't, even though he said it, it still won't help the people. because that's all the people think about. The things they think about politics. Oh, Biden and Trump. People. There is, let's say, 100 power punch that rules the four corners. Okay? And when I say the four corners, we're going to say 8 billion people. 100 people are ruling 8 billion people. And they got us clowning about Trump and Biden. And my thing is this here. Trump and Biden is working together. They are working for a system. And the work that they're working right now today is to throw you off of what they are preparing to bring this country to its debris. That's the second falling. They are working extra hard. And honestly, I think they're doing a good job. Because they got people thinking it's about Trump, it's about Biden, not understanding it's to throw you off what they really are doing. And at the same time, they got people being thrown off. Look how close the election is, but look what they're doing. They said Biden has allowed on the south part of Texas or wherever it's at, the borders, he let a whole bunch of more people through the border. And I think they said it was yesterday. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or today, but they said that, yeah. See, he started letting the people go through the border. Why not? These people here in this country, so dumb, they ain't focusing on the whole overall of what is going on. They so ready to vote for a Biden or a Trump. They caught up at what Trump is doing in the court. Perfect. That is such a perfect cover up for what the 100 elects, not elects. They higher than that. The 100 that is ruling the whole world. They nailed. Let's let this here be in the way. We got Trump. How can he be even running for president if y'all still got him in court? It doesn't make any sense. But they need to add the court so Trump can stay in court so that he can rear up the white supremacists or those how would you say what they call a lot of rednecks and those that for Republicans and Donald Trump. They starting a racial war. That's really what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the people to war with each other. They're trying to get the people to war with each other. And they're doing it to me. From what I can see, they're doing an excellent job. Because when you're making it about Biden and Trump, that's a war within itself, y'all. But where's that war at? Where's that war at? Right in the United States. What did I tell you? The war is already on the ground in this country. And we're looking all over at the other wars to throw us off and not understand we got a war within us right here. And they didn't set it up so pretty. And I'm going to be honest with you, they didn't set it up so pretty. They got people seeing Trump in their court. You got these sick truck drivers going on strike, because Trump is in court. It didn't even make any sense when they gave that one individual, that one lady, 450, I think something like that, up in there, $1 million for her case. Right then should have been a red light. Said, wait a minute, y'all. They doing something. They doing something. Because she couldn't get that much of Donald Trump money. It's nothing in the law that says if he did anything to her, she's worth getting $450 million. Why are they doing that? It's because of you. They're deceiving the mass. They're deceiving the people in this country so that they can take Trump's side. And the people, look at the truck drivers. See, this is what y'all don't know. They got them acting a fool because Trump is in court. And they feel when we'll stop the fool, we'll stop everything until they drop the charges. Wait a minute. This doesn't even make any sense. And no one smart enough in this country to see it for what it is. And I said, Father, this got to be you. This got to be you. Can't nobody lay this out like this where the people can't even see what's going on. So Trump and Biden is all, everybody is in it all. They're working together to throw the people off. Why? Because they got to get the war. They got to get the civil war right started right here. That's why they're doing all these things, and everybody thinking it's about Republicans and Democrats. It's about Biden and Trump. No, it ain't. It's about deceiving you to get the war. That, and does the war have to take place? Yes. Why you think they sent all these migrants over here? I'm sure it's probably should be almost probably 7 to 8 million of them then came in the last 6 months. They got to come here to war, you guys. He said, don't be worried about wars and rumors of wars. He said, be worried about nation against nation. What is nation against nation? People, Deborah. They don't even have the sense to look up the word nation and see that that means people are going to be going up against people. Kingdom against kingdom. The Muslims against the fake ooze here on this land. And when they allow it to come to this land, you notice, you heard about it, it happened, and now it's kind of smeared off. What is going on? How did it disappear so quick? See, it's just so much stuff because they're using everything they can to make sure it's going to be leveled off when they move the curtain and everybody start going after each other. I'm going to tell you something. They ain't going to have to do nothing. The people are going to destroy one another. And that's the whole purpose. Now, in spite of all of that, I will tell you all, there is why the Most High giving them the ability to do this. It's like unto giving them the ability to clone. How you gonna clone without the breath of life in someone? You see, you all got to understand, man ain't never been intelligent. Never. Because if he was, when he went into the garden, he would have been intelligent enough to know that, okay, if you can live forever, when you take that tree, why did you take of the tree that you're going to be dead? So how smart is man? Come on now. Make sense. Make it make sense. Man ain't never been smart, intelligent, wise, and knowledgeable. Because if he brought him here, put him down, why couldn't he be able to separate eternal from death? What did man do? He chose death. Who do that? Who does that? Wasn't intelligent. And that's how it is today. They're not intelligent to know that the Father has allowed an instructions and direction book to be here. Okay. And in spite of it, he already knew that he would, when it come down to what belonged to him and his bosom that's going back to the kingdom, he knew he had to come and sit within them. While the others continue to use the instructions and direction and slide and ski and dance and sled ride in it and think they smarter than smart, but they're going to get left behind because they're not smart at all. And you all say how they used to didn't want to give you all the Bible, and they didn't want us to read the Bible. They didn't want us to read. They didn't want us to do. Let me tell you something. Reading or not reading, it ain't going to get you the Ruach. It ain't going to do nothing for you to read or not to read. So we can use that as a scapegoat all we want. Because for now, you can read, but you still can't perceive what you're reading. You don't even see what you're reading. You don't understand what you're reading. Why? Because that was the purpose of the Ruach, to come to live in us and teach us. He's no longer living on, abiding above us or abiding among us. He's now living in us. Those that have the Ruach of the Most High Creator is now living in us. That's where the true teacher resides. Without that teacher, you cannot grab these books and go to seminar school, go get your degree. You can go get whatever you want. You still the dumbest of the dumbest of the dumbest, because he never told you that this come by you getting a degree. Tell me, what did the 12 disciples, what book did they have? What did they have? What degree did they have? See, that's why I say it showed to me a lot of things that the Father has taught me through this book, through his spirit to show me. He says, see, you can't see this book. There's no light to see unless he that holds the mighty light shine on you or in you to let you see what is actually taking place. Now, the problem that I do have, and yes, I'm entitled to have a problem. I do have a serious problem, you guys. I have what you call a real serious problem. The problem is this, y'all. They got us. They got us. They got us. You can say what you want. You can think what you want. You can feel what you want. They got us. I never understood, but through the Ruach, it wasn't me questioning. It was him revealing it to me. But I heard from this because in my mind, why would you give them that sort of power? Why? He said about the DAY, the day that we are in. Now, the power in which Sister Deborah is speaking on is mind control. It's working, y'all. You can say what you want. I'm a prophet in the wilderness. And like I told you before, I done felt that thing. I'm seeing here, and I'm like, I asked him last month. It was probably 3.5 weeks ago, almost a month. I asked him, I said, Father, something going on, something reading my mind, something going on. Let me set an example. Say, for instance, Sister Deborah can be sitting here, and I can think something. Let's say I just say to myself, I'm going to go to the store. And I don't drink any sodas, but I want to get me a Dr. Pepper. I'm thinking it. I'm not speaking it. Less than 2 or 3 hours, Dr. Pepper commercial shows up. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. You don't know me. I know something's going on. And this is not the first time. I sat and made videos and wondered, well, why was my video like the person that just made a video? Wait a minute, something wrong. I always put everything that's not right, and I feel, wait a minute. I go straight to the throne of the Most High Yah, because can't nobody answer it. Nobody is capable of answering these questions. So I'm like saying, wait a minute. Say, for instance, I can sit here and say, I'm going to do a video. I don't have to say it. Let me just think it. I think I'm going to do a video. And say if I write it down on a piece of paper, I'm going to talk about male and female. Why is it I pull up my phone? I ain't said it. All of a sudden, 3 or 4 topics, male and female, male and female. It doesn't make sense. No, let me say it like that. I'm saying it doesn't make sense in the natural, but in the spirit, it makes a lot of sense. All I'm trying to get you all to see, last night in the dream, I wake up and I hear at 7:45. And then when I looked at my phone, it was this young guy. He called himself the chosen one. He always saying some really good things. I said, what is he talking about? And before he even got into his video, he started telling y'all, that's it. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand what's going on. And that's all he kept saying. He said, they got it. Now they can read our minds. That's what he started saying. And he started saying it like he was arguing and fussing. They can read our mind. Now, see, it showed me that, see, Deborah, Yah is revealing it to his. He is revealing it. But before he's able to reveal it, what does he do? He let you feel that thing. I couldn't tell you what is taking place unless I feel that thing. You all don't understand. A lot of times when I'm coming to you because, hey, y'all, I felt that thing. I'm going to bring it before you. I know you might not have never felt it and you don't understand it, but I'm going to pull that thing up because I felt that thing. I first feel it, you guys. Let me say that example. I'm going to show you how deep it is, y'all. And I know y'all ain't going to get it, and I ain't worried about y'all not getting it because I got it and gone. Okay? How about that? So I was doing these videos on Facebook, and my nephew was disrespectful at this event that I had. Very disrespectful. So I did a lot of videos, and I noticed that when I do videos and put it on Facebook, he's on there, his mom, his dad, everybody, the family. And I noticed that every time I say something, wait a minute, he say something. Every time I say something, he say something. And I know that he's not that type of person. He's not coming to my page. So when I start waking up, if I say up, he's on there saying down. If I say light, he's over there saying dark. If I say bad, he's over there talking about good. I battle with that. But see, that was like 3 months ago, you guys, and I could not understand it. But like I'm saying, the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because I'm putting all those pieces together. They didn't read into the minds of him and I. And they got us on Facebook battling. And we probably thinking like I was thinking, well, what is he on here? He's reading my things and he said something. And you know what? It ain't got nothing to do with that. That's how they're going to start the nation against nation. That's how they're going to start the wars. That's how they're going to start it. That's why they got a lot of black men marrying white women. Black women. White men marrying black women and wanting all these things to start counteracting each other. Now they starting to put all of it on TV and or in movies and in commercial where a black woman and a white man, they are starting things, you guys. This is all intentional. This is all to really, how would I say, stir up the nation against nation. So they are fully aware of what Sister Deborah is aware of. And I'm talking about the power punches. They are making Revelation walk itself out. They are making Babylon. And guess what? They have to, because y'all ain't coming down here to fulfill Revelation 18. And then he was telling me in the water today, he said, Deborah, they gonna do it. They gonna fulfill Revelation 18. I mean, you know how you talking about United Snakes? They gonna fulfill my prophecy. He said, now, guess what? Why you think I'm down in the bottomless pit pulling up things? Why are things coming up out of the bottomless pit? Did you ever figure that out? I said, but Father, he said, but nothing. I'm using all my resource that I have to let my word walk itself up and out to be fulfilled. That makes a lot of sense. Even when we see them clowning and doing the things that they doing, I'm like saying, but they sending all the money, Gaznia, whatever. They send a whole bunch of money and food and stuff over there. Why are you doing that and letting all these migrants come in? And then you're not even taking care of your people here, and you making us pay taxes and making us still robbing us day and night. And how dumb is this country? They sitting around here robbing you and taking care of every country. You tell me United States ain't dumb? And when I say the United States is dumb, I'm talking about the people who reside here. You would have to be the dumbest of the dumbest. You don't see no room to war or come together and say, wait a minute, no, we don't want y'all to do this, boycott, or say something. No, nobody's moving. But everybody's getting ready to war. That's something y'all didn't know. Everybody is stacking guns. And while they're stacking guns, the tribe of Judah is killing each other with the guns that they have. So when it's time to war against nation, they ain't gonna have no firepower because they're killing their own. They in their community killing their own. You see? Why the Gentiles and the heathens and the Europeans, they all stacking their weapons. I mean, big time. But who's the only one not doing that? The black people. I don't want to say black, but the brown skinned people. They the only one. They figure, hey, now I need to kill my wife. I need to kill my children. I need to kill my brother, my mom and my daddy. I need to kill my friends. I need to kill for some drugs. I need to kill this and kill that. This is how you know they're gone. They're not going to have no defense, child. They ain't going to have nothing to fight the battle because they so busy fighting and destroying. Let me show you how they did it. So the young man that was chosen, let me tell you what he said. And I sit there and I said, bam, I saluted all the way because I saluted because I already thought that. I already thought that. Remember, Sister Deborah was saying, why is these men, why are they doing this? Why is Judah? And wait a minute, why is these men hating on they Judah women and women are hating on they Judah men? What is going on? You know why? That's a part of the mind control. They have set it and gave you all the space on these platforms to hear one another battle with each other. They started it. It's just like taking the red scarf and the blue scarf, throw it on the platform and let them go after. When I'm red, I'm blue. I'm the Crips. I'm the Blood. I'm the, all they had to do is give them two scarves, and brown skinned people go after it. I'm on this side. I'm on this side. And then they begin to kill each other in battle. That's how easy it is to throw a bone among us. And that's what they did. Successfully destroyed the brown-skinned people. Right here today, as far as the United States on the four corners, all the way to Africa, those dark-skinned ones. Africa, same way. Same old spirit. And then you get on YouTube and you get on Facebook, Instagram, that's all they talking is negative toward their women. And women are talking negative toward the men. This is what they set that up. It's a mind control. They did a good job. I'm going to tell you something. The United States did a good job. But the job that they did good still is the prophecies of my Father. That means these things need be. You see? What the men did not know, they're thinking, okay, the women need a head. You're going to wish you had a man. You're going to wish you had a brother. And you're going to wish you had a head, someone that you submissive to. Baby, let me tell you something, brothers. You're going to wish somebody can take care of you after they finish with your tail. See, that's what they didn't understand. The creation of Yah wasn't for you to be a head and her to be submissive and her to wish you. She's going to have the peace. You're going to do the suffering because they're coming for you. That's what they don't know. They're coming for you. When it all go into this nation against nation, they coming for the brown skinned men. They're not going to use the woman as a threat. And this is showing you how dumb they could be. See, they think it, and they got over in Africa, or the women's over here in the United States is going over there trying to be dependent and this, and the African men ain't having it. That's why African been beat down since they existed. And the Most High Yah allowed it. And they still beat down. That's why a lot of their land are just desolated, and the people are poor and hungry and dying, no clean water, no nothing. Why? Because the mindset of the men in Africa ain't never been worth the dime. And they got in there to try to say a woman shouldn't come over there to rule them. You don't have no problem with the Europeans ruling your tail. You sit and you submit to them. You suck their feet. You lick their toes. But then when a black woman you are threatened by. These women go down there in Africa and they've been into this polygamy and marrying. Like when AIDS was spreading around to Africa, probably everybody had it. Why? Because these men was coming in, laid down with many of the women and leaving. Women just sitting around having all these babies and can't even feed them, and the man gone. It's a known fact. That's what's going on over in Africa. They can make the picture look pretty. You remember, I don't know if you all seen this guy. He says, go back to Africa. You know, that's a real kind of messed up mind there. That's a real messed up mind. Go back to Africa. He got a serious sick mind. Right here today, I could not believe that he talked about Africa and how he wanted to repent. He wanted to repent. He says he's been on there. He did this last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. Sometime last week, he was talking about how he was like to come on a nationwide media, and they said to the people, forgive him. He thought Africa was like this and found out that Africa was not. But you put Africa way above everybody. You put those women above the women in America. You put the men over in Africa way above the men in America. Now you got your tail over there. Now you want to apologize to us because you thought Africa were all that and some. No, no, no. Africa ain't never been nothing but a bunch of voodoo, witchcrafts, Satanism, worshiping, and all this old chaos. Stay out of what they call Africa. These people been ruling Africa since the beginning of time. Africa ain't never, and they trying to make you think Africa had it together. Africa ain't never had it together. The type of voodoo and witchcraft, they've been doing that since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time. So it ain't no good. You have to be able to understand y'all is not caught up in land being split here and split there and split there. Y'all is not land. Y'all is not land. And while we're over here on this side and we want to make every place a place of refuge, let me tell you something. I was in the dream last night. Everywhere I turned, everywhere I felt, I went to 3 different places. And what bothered me in the dream, no matter where I was, there they were. They bothered me. And what I thought, I said, they must got a tracker on me. They got a track. They tracking us. That's what I was thinking in the dream. But when that young man, when I woke up this morning, that young man spoke that, I said, there it is. They got us, y'all. Because like I said, when on Facebook 3 months ago, I couldn't understand why my nephew, when I say one thing, he say another. When I say up, he say down. When I say this, he say that. But guess what, y'all? We were saying it at the same time. It wasn't like he was putting it up an hour or 2 before me. It wasn't like I was putting it up 3 or 4 hours before him. No, y'all. We were when you saw it, it came out at the same time. Something's wrong with that. Why? Because they playing us against each other. They're playing us against each other. Why? How did they get a chance to do that? Mind-wise. They got us on these laptops, these phones, these TVs. They're recording, not to the point that you all think they are. And this is another one that I never liked. Let's say, for instance, Sister Deborah is about to do a video, and I uploaded to say that I'm gonna talk about this, and they have to take a snapshot, okay? Or if I did a video and I did say an hour and 15-minute video. Why do, and this is something I'm telling y'all don't understand this, but this is so true. And I just couldn't understand it, but now it makes so much sense. I would see them snatch the worstest picture in the whole video. How did you do that? How did you scam through all my video and pull out me with my mouth wide open, with my eyes closed, or me doing something stupid with my face? Because they go through all the videos and they already got it nailed to get the worst part of what she's video for an hour and 15 minutes. Let's pull out the worst picture. How could they do that? And I had to switch the picture over. I have to go search a picture to put up there to be the picture, because they pick out from a 1.5 an hour and 15 minutes. They go in that hour and 15 minutes while I'm speaking, and they pick out me either doing like this, or they pick out the worstest picture. And I never figured that out in the last year. I said, something wrong with that. I know I can't be they can't be finding the worst part of me when I'm speaking. Like, they can get me while I'm talking now, and they'll get me like that, and they'll upload it. And I'm like saying, wow, how do they do that? So what I do, I have to, I know that people been going, they know how to edit. So with me, I'm like, why is they catch the worst picture? If I'm on there 2 hours, how did you go through my whole 2 hours and pick out the worstest part that you caught me with my eyes bugged or doing something with my mouth wide open? Why did they do that? And it makes sense. They got this thing, they got your total everything. They got it. And I believe that's what that dream was telling me. It was telling me no matter where you go, you can turn left, right, you can run, you can hide. You went to 3 different places, and every time you get there, you can feel them already there. And like I said, I thought they was tracking me, but no, this is what they're doing. They're going to make things appear that is happening, and it's not happening. It's them. This is a lot of these shootings. That's them doing that, y'all. That's them doing that. Mind control. That's them doing it. The same way they brought 9/11, the Twin Towers, the plane down, the Pentagon, all that was connected to mind control. That's what this country is doing. It's bringing everything into one to fulfill the prophecy. And the power that they have over our mind, I'm still waiting for the Father to tell me something about that. I'm really waiting. But then you know what he's saying to me now? He said, how many times did you get on YouTube and say, Judith gone, Judith gone? How many times have you said that, Deborah? I started off 75, then I went up to 80, then I went up to 90, then I went up to 100, gone. He's letting me know the way that things are going to be done. It's not going to take us. It ain't going to take our minds to try to figure it out, because we're not going to. They're going to have full control. And they do. They do, y'all. Because when that young man spoke that, I was like, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me kind of pull it up for you to give you some sort of idea of what I'm talking about. Let me pull it up for you so I can show you. And I like how he talk, because he don't he just be himself. And that's what I think. Another thing I think I kind of, he just be himself. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to give a lot. But
next level, and you want to see what I did, me, Master P. Percy Miller, I'm going to give you the blueprint. I got my guy Spec right here. Going on, man? It's your big bro trend, man. Talk about nothing for real. But listen, man, this is crazy, though. I don't know if you don't experience this before, but, man.
Watch this.
I went to sleep last night, right?
No, I'm telling you, listen to him. That's why I took what he said.
Tuning into another video, another exclusive video. Don't change this video, man. Listen what I got to tell you. Because I'm pretty sure you've been thinking of the same thing, too. But, again, you just don't have nobody to talk about it with. Because everybody's bots. Everybody done turned into bots nowadays. Nobody know how to talk about nothing for real no more. But listen, man. It's crazy, though. I don't know if you don't experience this before, but, man, I went to sleep last night, right? And I always sleep. Like, when I go to sleep, I charge my cell phone up, right? And I've been doing the experiment lately with my cell phone. I know this sounds crazy, but I've been doing an experiment lately with my cell phone, and I sleep beside my cell phone. And so I went to sleep last night with my cell phone plugged in, and I had it up under like my chest as I was sleeping, right? I lie to you not. I had dreams about social media, man. I had dreams about social media. I had dreams about everything I've been searching on the internet and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I woke up this morning thinking like, I didn't think too much about it, and then it dawned on me like later on the day, and I was just like, yo, so you mean to tell me if we sleep beside our cell phones, since we are energetic beings, right? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. If we sleep beside our cell phones, you will tap into the matrix of your cell phone while you sleep as a spiritual being, bro. I'm telling you, man. I can't make this up. And you know what make it so crazy? I saw somebody made a video like that same day after and was like, do not plug your cell phone in or have your cell phone plugged in beside you while you sleep. I seen that on the Instagram reel where somebody was saying like, do not sleep near your cell phone or it can cause problems with your body or something like that. Right after that happened to me. Listen, man, I don't know if you've been thinking this lately, but man, they controlling us, bro. They controlling us, bro. Like a lot of us think that we have escaped the matrix, but the truth is we really ain't. Because if you watching me on the cell phone right now, even on the cell phone, if you watching me on the cell phone right now, you have not escaped the matrix, dog. I'm sorry to say. Okay, you have not escaped the matrix. If you're watching me on the television right now, you have not escaped the matrix, bro. It still got you. They still got all of us, bro. They controlling us, or they trying to control us. You feel me? I don't know who they is, but they is somebody out there. You feel me? It's crazy. Even with the social media, man, they controlling the way people think with social media. Y'all wondering why the dating scene so messed up. How the hell do we get to a point in our journeys, right? How the hell we get to a point on our journeys where we having gender wars? Think about that. Like, if you really just sit down and think, why have we gotten to a point where men hate women and women hate men? Think about that. That it's just something that just happened randomly, or are they controlling us, or are they controlling the internet to make women think like this and to make men think like that? They controlling us, bro. It's all rigged.
Now he says all rigged, but this is the young man. You can't even.
Man, I was watching.
If you hear all of what he was saying, he breaks that thing down on a lot of different corners. But when he's saying it, he don't know how he's blessing me, because these are things that I have already put before y'all in the wilderness. And when I'm hearing him, I'm like, oh, I ain't alone. Somebody else out here is feeling this thing. And that's what he's doing. He's feeling it. See, and by him feeling it, he's putting it forth with the warning that it is actually something going on. But see, it takes him to feel it. He had to experience it. And that's what Sister Deborah means when she said, I'm feeling this. You know, I feel this thing. That means we are experiencing this, and Yah is allowing us to experience it so we can bring forth the warning. Can we change it? No. Just like he said, they got us. What did I tell you in the dream? No matter which way Sister Deborah was trying to move and go to another location, where were they at? They were there. They got us. But they got us the way Yah is allowing them to have us. But what we're doing, we're making it feel, we're actually thinking that we run this thing. We got this thing in control. We're doing this, but I give the Most High all glory and honor for allowing me to be able to feel this thing. Because if I couldn't feel it, I wouldn't be able to put it forth. And that's exactly what this young man is saying. He's telling you, y'all, this is my experience. I felt that thing. And that's why I'm speaking on it. That's why I was thinking, Father, it's a beautiful thing for you to have them as the chosen one to speak, because they bless the body, the whole body. But if you're not in the body, you don't understand what the chosen ones are saying. You don't get what they said, or it fly above you. But the truth of the matter, everything he said, it is right on it. Now, you won't get nobody on this devil platform teaching and preaching that thing. But they said they priests, they said they apostles, they said a prophet, they said a prophetess, they said a pastor, bishops, evangelists, or watchmen, seers, Maureen's, prophetess, and prophet. They on here talking a whole bunch of trash, but you don't hear nobody talking the reality of what we are feeling. We bring it forth. We bring it forth because I'd rather know it and feel that thing than it to come. And then I'm not aware and then I suffer it then. I'd rather it be like Yah has always dealt with me. He always give me things in the ahead of times and let me know things ahead of time. I have always liked it that. I have always, matter of fact, loved that. And when he went off 3-4 hours ago, he uploaded a video and he was talking about the reason why you know you special and you in there with Yah, with God, he say, is when you realize, even as a little bitty child, and I'll say, there he go. He knows. He knows. Do he use curse words? Yes. Who cares? It's just that still truth is being spoken. I'd rather take his truth and run with it than to take his be worried about his curse words. You see what I'm saying? We are so in tune with the things of the flesh to where we don't understand that there's plenty of food for the spirit, but we take it. It has to be on the plate a certain way. And that ain't how Yah rumbles. I'm sitting in there watching dishes. He gonna tell me, you ever thought how I'm pulling all this stuff in Revelation out of the bottomless pit? No, I never thought of that. I never gave that a thought. He just came. I was washing dishes. Just came out of nowhere. Deborah, have you ever thought about me pulling all these things out of the bottomless pit? That is deep. Why is he pulling it up? To fulfill what? His will. His will is going to be fulfilled. It's going to go according to what he has already warned us and he has already prophesied. We just got to go in there and trust that, okay, he got this here. The same one who's pulling this stuff out in Revelation, pulling these things out. Oh, he got this. He got this. You think he don't? Anytime somebody can go down and tell an angel go to the bottom of this pit and open up and pull out, come on now. You got to have some fear of that person or that individual. You got to have some belief in him. You got to have some trust and faith in him. He can do stuff like that, you see. So it's like it's also likened to what he is allowing them to do. Because see, what they're thinking that they got it and running with it. Satan ain't told them that, hey, now, baby, this gonna wear out. This gonna end. See, they don't know that, y'all. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Because see, Satan ain't warned them and told them, well, y'all, you know, this gonna end up in the lake of fire. We're gonna end up in the lake. See, they don't know that. Satan know it, but they don't. They just rolling with him. And like I believe that even those who are mission for him as the serpent seed, I think they're more intelligent than Satan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think so. Because Satan don't need no intelligence. What he need it for? He ain't never been smart either. Anybody have any? Let me see what my other paper. So, if you did, I'm gonna put down in the box this young man name and everything, and don't get caught up in the way he speak. Just receive what he has. Let me tell you something else Sister Deborah did. I don't know if y'all saw. I hate that it was like that, but Netflix, I couldn't understand it 2 years ago. Even during the pandemic, I said, how is it that the whole country shut down, but yet Netflix making all these movies? How could that be? None of that. That was all confusing to me. How's all these movies being made? And Netflix supposed to be everybody else shut down jobs and business and everything. How did they making all these movies? Y'all should see all these dark movies Netflix have brought up. And you know what? Really, the main thing about it, I was confused with how did they get that many black people to do all these movies during that time? How they got so many black people to pull up in all these real wicked movies? It is off the chain. And I'm like, all these movies, and they got black people playing all these roles. I said, y'all ain't never gave them that type of role. What happened that they did that? What made them make all these movies? They was doing these movies, y'all, when they had the whole pandemic and everything was closed. I'm trying to figure out how did Netflix pull up with all those movies where black actors was playing all kind of roles. And I'm like, when did they do that? But all of them are very wicked. The movies are very wicked. But it's just something I'm like, when did black people get roles to play? When did they get into movies like this? It was during the time they had everything shut down. But how did they still make movies? Who had the power to continue making movies if the whole country shut down? It didn't make sense to me. Because this is what they need to get out. And all the movies is detached to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Y'all didn't know that, did you? It has to do with chaos in the land. You see? War, murdering, this group against this group. All these movies, but it's always got brown-skinned people in a lot of them. And I was like, wow, this is really something. So I wanted to mention that. Anybody got any? I got another one. I know you all heard about that a young man that he calls himself a leader, and they said he's a cult leader. They finna wipe him up with a mop. He had all. Now this is what I try to explain to you all: to not put your trust in men in the way that you trust not Yah. And I know they gave y'all a really assurance in them that they are all that answer. And I know they have won you over thinking that y'all said they all that. He never said that. He ain't never said that. He told us to seek ye him first and foremost. Because once we get everything that he has, oh baby, we good. We good. This young man, they say he's a cult leader, and they gave him life. Okay. I remember seeing years ago when he was all in the woods with all these women. It's a cult. It's a group, a lot of black men telling them they can have all their women's, and they having all kind of women. At that time, I think they had a disease going on, sexual disease, and he was one of the ones that was spreading it. But it was so much going on with this young guy. They just gave him life. They gonna mop him in the prison, y'all. They gonna mop him. He don't even know what it's like to be a man when they finish with him. I hate to see it like that. But he had so much fun in the last 15 years or longer. So much fun. He's so sick. He was on nationwide television talking about once he finished having sex with his wife, he allowed his young son to be in the bed when he having sex. So when he's done, he can play with his penis to make him understand what a young man, a child, should supposed to learn. These are the learning lessons. Oh, he said he ain't ashamed. He wasn't ashamed. This is how sick this young man was. Had so many women, and they were just having so many babies, and they was walking around nude. They were just doing all kind of things, wicked and evil, in the name of submitting to a man. And that's all on the four corners, y'all. Africa is the worstest one. That's why I say I don't know what make American women want to go over there. Use a fool, and you're gonna live a fool and die a fool. Because I got a couple of cousins telling me, oh, we going there because it's so much better. Go take your tail on. Go. Go. Because it's not what you think. People are not doing their study. They're not. See, I think this here. Once you have a relationship with the Most High God, you can go anywhere in the world. That's it. And I ain't talking about a relationship that you build up and you feel that's a relationship with the Most High Yah. No, the type of relationship where when you can hear him say go left, you go left. You can hear him say go right, you go right. You can hear him say, come on, that's dangerous this way. And you know how to turn. You can hear him say, don't eat this here. You can hear him talk to you and minister you. You can hear him tell you the word from his standpoint. Then he'll pull you up in the Bible and show you what his words stand for in the words in which man has smeared. This is the sort of one. That's the one we should have been seeking ye the kingdom first. That's what he meant when he said all things will be added unto him, to us. Why? Because we didn't seek him and he's going to give us what's best for us. So we are really pretty much going to be taken care of. But see, what we did is we said, well, now I want a man first. I want a husband. I want a wife. I want children. I want a house. I want to go to Africa and I want to do, you go right ahead. You don't never put him last and think he going to pull up on your first. Oh, no, baby. Go on. You want all that first? Take it. Rumble with it. Don't think he's going to pull up when you ready. No, he don't do it. That's not the way he has done it in time past, and he's not going to. He already told you he's a jealous. Yeah. And he do not share his glory with nobody. That's why you got to give him the glory first and foremost. The honor, the praise. Make him more important than anything and anybody first and foremost. And he'll see your way through. I know for a fact. I'm a living witness, not a dead one. Okay, now we're going to open up. Anybody have any questions? That his name is Nature Boy. When they gave him life, that bad boy ain't coming out. They to me, they're going to use him like a mop. And what I mean is the European, they set him up to be a mop. They let him do all the type of wickedness he wanted. But then they finna use him like a mop. They're going to wipe up. Yeah, they did. Nature Boy. Yeah, very weird. But just think about what do you think about all the people that followed him? Even on YouTube, many people followed him, especially men. These are African playing these roles. Yep. Yeah, he's in control at all time. Yep, we got to stand still. Also, the Matrix. So you was talking about that too. I mean, I never did. I always think of the Matrix movie, but I never, I did bring up the Matrix as far as the movie, but I never did understand, is Matrix like unto a thing that you go into and it takes you all kind of ways, and you go in and it's hard to come out. It's like, yeah, he goes both. Yes, he does. Nature Boy, the one that gave life, he goes both ways. But how did he get that much fame through the media? That's going back to show you exactly what Sister Deborah been saying for a long time. People are following people on these devil platforms, and they don't see nothing wrong with it. And this is what polygamy. When you begin to step into polygamy and all this freestyle and lifestyle without the Most High Yah in the midst, even polygamy, Yah is not going to be in the midst of polygamy in this day, in this DAY. You're going to have chaos after chaos. They did. They looked at like they was disconnected in their eyes. Wow. But he's gone. And these men ain't gonna be good to him in that prison. And that's the main place I do not want to see my sons nor daughters is in a prison system, because I worked for the prison system, and when I worked, it was bad. Today, that's the last place you want, because what I'm saying, y'all, you see all this stuff. We're out here, we're not locked up. You see what we talking about? Ain't that's a lot of chaos? Isn't that a lot of turmoil and a lot of chaos? Just imagine if you're behind the bars, the minds that behind the bars. It's a lot of things going on. And when I heard that they had life and they got them all, CNN, NBC, all of them got them, I'm like saying, when did y'all didn't have all that when y'all was all that time he was on here and deceiving the mass of us, of our people. But now you want to show everybody how you gonna use him like a mop. But pretty much he's pretty getting what he really asked for. But it's just a sad thing how Europeans uses situations in this day and time for the war in which we're going to have. Y'all don't know that, but that's what it's all about. They showing the world, look at them. See, this is how they rumble. You see what I'm saying? This is what they look like. This is the sort of work they do. This is what they are like. And they think they're doing something because they're trying. You all, the battle of nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom is getting one to see the other in a way that's not acceptable. That's really what it's going to be about. A lot of you all don't know that. You're going to be minding your business, seeking Yah and going on your way. And like he said, many of you going to get killed. Ain't even your fault. It ain't going to be, because the way that they setting up the civil war in this country, you can go right now into a Target's and you better hope that you come out. You see, that's the way I can see it. I can see it no matter where you go, it's not going to be safe. You ain't going to be able to take your cart and go into the grocery store and get what you need to get without chaos. This is how they trying to get it to be, y'all. It's getting there, because I can see the picture real pretty. And when I say pretty, is I can see it the way it has been prophesied by Yeshua, saying nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's pretty to me when you're able to see that prophecy right before your eyes. I can see it. I can see it. But I never knew when it said nation against nation. Let me explain something to you all. 90% of the people believe that nation against nation is a war of a country against another country. See, they don't know nation against nation is within the country you are in. So when they running around here talking about Russia and China, you can't put, let me explain something to you all. He just told you in the same chapter, do not be caught up in wars and rumors of wars. Russia gonna get theirs and China gonna get theirs. It is in Revelation. So if you give it to them now, then how can Revelation be fulfilled? Something else has to be bumped off. The United States. You all don't understand. You can't overlook what is going to happen in the land in which you are in, and look over here at Russia and look over here at China. Oh, Ukraine. Oh, Palestine. Oh, over in Israel. You're looking in all the wrong places when the war is within your land in which you are residing. This is the war that Yeshua warned the disciples. And this is why I say that it is so pretty, because it's pretty because they're doing it. They starting the war within this country, and everybody else looking everywhere. When you see all these people they brought in here, that answer, when he says it's going to become a residence of demons, unclean spirits. Do y'all do not get it, do you? You really don't. I know you don't. Because if you get it, you'll be able to feel it in the spirit realm of where it ain't playing with us. Now, let me go there. Let me kind of take you there in what I'm saying. Okay. When I get to Revelation 18, and I see where it says, verse 2 about, and it's become the habitation of devils with an S on it. And the holding. So it's going to be holding foul spirits. I'm going to tell y'all where y'all messed up at. Let me show y'all where y'all are messed up in y'all thought pattern. This ain't telling you about the flesh. It's telling you about the spirit that's going to be in these people. It's strictly telling you you're going to be fighting people who got devils in them. Foul spirits are some of the highest class demonic spirits. Y'all still don't get it. This is what I'm saying. This is why I say that it's a sad thing that people can't feel this thing. Because when I heard about them opening up the gates and bringing all these people in, I said, oh, they finna feel Revelation 18. But the people don't even know what's about to happen. Ain't not nobody in this country are fighting against the border and these people coming in. The reason why I say that, KKK, white supremacists, European that's prejudiced and negative, all they tell should have been at every border to keep all these people from coming in. Because they're not coming in to destroy the less. They coming to destroy the multitude, which is the Europeans. And guess who sent them in here on the Europeans and the heathens and the Gentiles? Guess who sent them in on them? Their own people. Their own nation. Why? They got to fulfill this thing, y'all. What I'm saying is here. Watch this here. Revelation 18. Listen to what it says. And this is why I say you need the Ruach. You need the Ruach of the Father in you to understand this. When you're looking at Revelation, like I see where it says Babylon the Great, it reminds me of Trump. But then it says is falling. You never would have understood the two falling. One has already took place. We are in the last falling. Okay? And that's when nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom, the people within. Okay? The banks, the food, and everything. We're in that falling. That's what stage we're in. Now watch it. The other one already passed. Okay? Now watch this here. The other country owns this land. Okay? Now it says, and Babylon, and then it says, and it's going to become, okay, a habitation of devils. Now, it's sitting here telling you that the devil going to park his butt, right? The devils with the S going to park their butt right here in this country. It's telling you that. The devils are going to park their butts right here in this country. And it's going to be, they what? This is why I know that a lot of people ain't where they should be. Because that right there, listen to what he says. It's going to become the habitation of devils. Habitation means they're going to come. And it's going to be their residence. It's going to be where they live. Wait a minute. Don't we have devils in Russia, China, over in Iran, over in Israel, over in Palestine? Don't we have devils over there? What is this talking about? Wait a minute, Father, y'all. Why is this talking about the devils is going to reside? Because the Yah is showing you all the highest level of demonic devils are coming to park themselves in the United States. They're here already. That's why I'm trying to figure out, why is everybody happy that they letting all these people over here? Sitting time, they need a place to stay. They need food to eat. Why are you all doing it there? Why is everybody happy? Have you not read Revelation 18 and verse 2? I'm finna just take y'all tails all the way there. I'm going to take you all the way there, and I'm going to drop you there. I'm going to take you, and I'm going to drop you right there. Now listen to what it says. The habitation of devils. It's going to become that. That's what has already taken place. What do you mean, the Father, the habitation of devils? He said, Deborah, it's like this. You know, there's a four corner. Yep, I get it. I get it. The devils all over the four corners are going to come and park themselves in the midst of Babylon. Devils. Did he call them people? Flesh? No. Why is you saying devils then, Father? Because they don't know what they up against. They don't even know the people that's coming to park themselves in the center of this country. They're looking at people. I'm telling them it's devils. You see how dumb people are? You see how dumb people are? He's telling you what's coming, what's in your country. And I said I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute, hold on, Father, y'all, hold up a minute. Where are they coming from? The four corners, all over the world. And they're coming to park, not in Russia, not in China, not in Iran, not in Palestine, not in Israel, where y'all think that they should park. No, he's saying they coming right where y'all are at. And it's going to be their habitation. They're coming to live among you. Devils. I didn't say people, Deborah. So do you see what the people going to be coming up against? And they thinking, oh, these are just migrants coming over here. They ain't going to do nothing. They just human. They need a place to stay in. You see the sickness? It just like remind me of people running around here telling you about what United States doing, but yet they keep using AI. Why you keep asking AI questions when you know that's a Satan tool? Why would you go play with Satan tools? That's why I say people are not who y'all think they are. People are not who y'all. They got wolf clothing. They are wolves in sheep clothing. And people praising them and glorifying them and putting them on pedestals and don't even know what they're dealing with. Anybody that plays into the AI plays in the devil's playground. And they better be careful. Because it's going to get them when they ain't even paying attention. Because they that weak. You are too weak in darkness to be pulling up AI. And if you're pulling up AI, using it for your own personal opinion and your own feelings and your own emotion, your own understanding and your own knowledge, you best bet AI gonna play you too. When you don't think that AI didn't check you out, AI is checking you out when you checking it out. It's checking you, your husband, your wife, your kids, your mama, your daddy, because you're playing with the devil's tools. And them tools gonna play with you. You ain't got no business. Nobody ain't got no business messing with no AI. I either. Now, in 18, he said something else that was powerful. He said, and the hold of every foul spirit. And the hold of every foul spirit. Now, why you gonna do that, Father, y'all? I know this is your will. I know it. I get it. Do y'all not understand what he's saying? I know you don't. And I'm gonna break this thing down. And then I'm off here. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna stop this video when I'm done. Listen to what it says. And the hold of every foul spirit. Do y'all see that the battle that's here in the United States? It's a battle of the spirit and the powers of Satan. Yah has parked them right here where you all are at. That's why I'll be telling y'all, you talking about I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm the children of Judah. I'm the true Jews. And so what? He parked all this trash of evil right before you. Unclean, foul spirits, hold of unclean, like somebody's holding them in a certain position. And that's what they're doing with the migrants. They bringing them in and they holding them. Y'all see? That's what they're doing. But it says here, they are foul spirits. See what Revelation wanted to do to you all, and I don't know if y'all are gripping it. It was wanting to take you to really what it is versus what you are reading. He wants you to go and see that, wait a minute, y'all, this is a battle. This is deep. This is what is among us. Devils, foul spirits, and cage of every unclean. Look at that word, hateful. Hateful bird. So we're dealing with foul spirit, hateful devils. And we walking around here talking about, oh, those kids don't have a place to stay. They need to give them residence. They need to give them this. This is why they are killing as they come in. They are killing big time, y'all. They're robbing, killing, gang banging, and just got in here, but just doing it. Because what he said, Deborah, I'm parked, they pulling up in there. I'm parking them all. They coming up in there. And the dumbest of the dumbest country is this country here. Is to stand back with their mouth and watch these people come in to kill them. Isn't that deep? Tell me that ain't a war within. They brought them in to war against this country. And the country can't even see it. That's powerful for me. I'm sitting here saying, when I sit and say United Snakes is the dumbest, it is the dumbest. These people are pouring in, preparing themselves to fight you and I. Not to fight us, to kill. You think these demons, these foul spirits, and these hateful birds are coming here to play with us, to be our friends, to live with us, to share things with us? If you can't see how the United Snakes have set you up in this country, they made you pay ever since you was living. When you were born, you came here. First time you start working, you've been taxed. You've been paying taxes on everything you buy. You've been paying taxes out of every money you make. You've been sending money to Medicare, not Medicare, Social Security, local, state taxes, federal taxes. They've been taking your money the whole time you here, and they're gonna pull all these here demons. These devils, they beyond the demons. They the devils. They coming in and they are being dumped right in the midst of this country. And then you're going to stand here and act like you don't know what nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom is. And then I said that back and I said, well, okay, when are they going to figure it out? He said, they ain't going to ever figure it out. Just when everybody going to start killing each other, they still ain't going to figure it out. United Snakes, the power punchers are gonna be underground. They're gonna swoop, and it ain't very many of them, but they're gonna swoop and leave everybody to war right in this country. So when I was telling you all about 6 months ago, every place I look at is beautiful, big mansions and big houses and beautiful communities, and even where I'm at, I look at it and it's beautiful. But guess what? And looking at it, I still see broken windows and fire and doors kicked in and trash all over the streets. I'm looking at it in the spirit realm for what it's going to be. Because in the natural, I don't see it, but I can see it. And I can drive somewhere and I can see, look at all them windows out of that mall. Look at all that trash. Look at all that. Everything, so many things are burnt down and people running into vacant houses and buildings trying to see if they can get something out. And it's like it's what I'm seeing, the way I'm seeing it, you don't see people. You see very few. And what they're out doing is actually to kill. See, these demons and these foul birds and these hateful hateful birds and these foul spirits, they coming to kill y'all. They don't want your money. They don't want your honey. They don't want your house. They don't want your stored food. They don't want your garden. That's why I was saying to y'all, a lot of these people running around here thinking they putting up this and putting up, baby, they coming to you too. They gonna be coming to you too. The same thing with this here, this weed, this marijuana weed. They put this chemical in it and they are booming. They destroy many minds so they can come to your house. See, it's to bring it. I don't know if y'all ever saw Purge 1, 2, and 3. It's worse than Purge because it's taking the people mindset and destroying it so they all can come out and start destroying each other. And that's what you see. That's why you see a lot of Europeans killing each other. It ain't that they always did it, but now this shows you that this country have sold out, even them, because now they allowing it to come all across the border. They letting you see everything they doing. And now you wake up in the morning, you got all these white people killing each other. And then one of them looking at each other and say, wait a minute, y'all, this is crazy. Now, I'm going to be honest. Some white men do say to me, Deborah, all this killing everybody. Everybody is just killing it. This just don't make no sense. But it's too late. It's too late. But the blessing is, at least they can see it. I think people running around here today like it's all good and it's okay. It is all good and it is okay when you in Yah. But I just thank him for allowing me to feel that thing. Because if I feel it now, I won't feel it later. You get what I'm saying? So that's how he preparate you to endure it. It's because he'll let you feel it, endure it as it happens. And it won't affect you. You know, like that dream he gave me yesterday. Because that's the way I believe things are. I think they didn't put, so I go to the store. I have Sister Deborah have a very hard time trying to get food that I feel that ain't tainted. Because a lot of you all, it's like my aunt told me her dad stayed out all from morning to midnight and didn't bring them no food. And my grandmother was mad. But my daddy left with a dog. He came back with a dog wrapped up in paper, like he went to the market, you know, and they ate their dog. Now, what kind of crap is that? This is the mindset. This is when you let, I ain't gonna even say it, certain ones be overfeeding your children and you not being the mother you supposed to be, to see to it that your babies eat before that time of night. See, but where we are actually at and where things is, it's where Yah knew that it would. So when you go up into, like I said, when you go up into Revelation 18 and verse 20, that's the whole migrant and they are the devils. All these people they bringing in, that's called habitation of devils. They're coming and they're going to house right here in this land until they're ready to kill you and destroy you. While you sitting here, not saying a word, waiting for them to close your banks, your stores, control your money, control your everything, and see how they doing it. And to me, it's like saying, I'm like looking at it, I said, Father, but everything going so smooth. He said it is. Everything's going smooth from the standpoint of what I can see. Everything is just smooth, just real smooth. That's why I say it's going so beautiful. Because everything is just going so smooth and no one's worried about anything. No one's concerned and no one comes together and say, well, okay. And I don't think that it's up to us as brown-skinned people to come together to go facing the system, because the system is majority of them. They need to be taking their tails up there. But when we tell you what they did, y'all, they did something we didn't do. They packing. They ain't out here shooting up their bullets and shooting up their brothers, their mama, their daddy. And yes, they doing that too. They doing that because they got so much put away, y'all. That's the way they tell me. And I believe it. Because they know what brown-skinned people reject. See, we've been rejecting the Most High's Yah's will since the beginning of time. We ain't taking nothing serious about what he says is going to happen in this country. We just thinking that he's going to come just swoop us out and we're going to get out of here. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. It ain't going to go that smooth for you. It ain't going to go that smooth. I know who I am in Yah. And it ain't going to go that smooth for me either. So you see what I'm saying? And if you really, really have the Ruach, he can show you through the instructions and direction. I never told y'all was getting out of here and missing this, because it's a lot of things in there telling you that you still gonna have your butt here, and these things gonna be happening. But what we want to do, we want to psych our mind out to believe whatever we want to believe, that we're not going to get caught up in it. Yes, you are. Many of you are going to. Many are. But and that's not going to stop him from getting his. But you know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all, with Sister Deborah, I'm not too keen with holding on this fact that, oh, he's come to get us. We going to get out of here. Now, let me tell you something. He got me already. So this stuff about he's going to come and he's going to get us out of here, baby, he got me already. He got me out of it already. Why do you think he revealed the things he revealed to me? Why do you think he teaches me the things that he teaches me? Why do he suffered me to feel that thing? Because he got me already out. He got me out. That's the whole idea of allowing me to feel that thing. So when it happened, you don't have to go through it, Deborah. I got you. See, he got me out already. See, we waiting for here a ship to come, a saucer, a flying saucer, a saucer, whatever they call spaceship, a plane. We waiting for him to come. Those are for people who don't know and don't understand. He already came for his. And that's what I'm saying, because we're thinking, oh, we can just continue what we're doing and how we're doing it. And when he comes, he's going to come get us. Yes, he is. He is. Those that belong to him. He definitely going to do that. But we're going to go through some things. And while we're going through things, that's why I said, he got me. I'm building this thing. Like this young man, I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all why I like him. He remind me of Jonah, my son. Look just like him. Look just like him. I didn't realize this young man, 45 years old. This young man, and a lot of things he said is so true. He captured me about a year ago. I might listen to him maybe once a month. Sometimes I never listen to him, but I know that he's a chosen one. And when he pop up on my thing, I just listen to him. But if he don't pop up, I ain't going searching for him. Okay. But he feeling that thing. If you sit back and you listen to him, I'm going to put his page and you listen to him, you're going to see him. The way he look when he's talking, you can say, if that ain't Deborah, I don't know who it is, because he be looking like he angry and he mad and he fussing, but he ain't angry and he ain't mad. He feeling that thing. He's feeling it. You think y'all going to allow us to feel it and turn around and feel it again? That ain't how y'all rumble. See, he is supposed to be feeling it and waiting on him. Okay, what's your next move, Father? Your next move. Feel this thing. But if we just live here in hope, saying, okay, I'm here and I'm just waiting. He's coming for what he is, whether you in there or not. He's coming for what is his. But I'd rather feel him now than to feel what's about to happen later. Because I already can see it in the spirit realm. I don't want to feel it and still yet be here. A lot of people don't understand. He says you're going to come in and go out the same. So it ain't going to be. So when you go out, you're going to still be the same people and they're going to be doing you the same way. So what is going to happen? Some things that you're going to see, and then he's going to take his out. But see, I want to be out before he comes. Out where? Out of my mind, but in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because this is where he's allowing me to feel this thing. Because I ain't got no sense. So that's where he's helping me out in the part that he reside in my spirit. Helping me to embrace the things I cannot change and know that these things need be. Feel that thing. And when I sit back and I feel that people are standing around waiting, saying it's coming or this going to happen, and they don't feel that thing, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know, but I do know he's coming for what is his, whether you feel it or not. But you're going to feel something before you get up out of here. I can tell you that. I don't think he's going to let this young man and I feel this thing for what it is. And then you will walk around and escape all things and just be getting out of here. No, because I think that what I'm going to tell you what had happened. I think that those 400 years were meant for us to understand something at the end. Yes. I don't think that the 400 years was just the 400 years of slavery and endurance and long suffering and all of that and not get it at all. And that's what you all don't understand. The house of Israel don't get nothing. They don't feel this thing. Let's say they don't have to feel it. But they talking so much other things that has no connection, even to the instructions and direction books, which is the Bible. They talking a whole bunch of stuff, and it's going way left field. They covering the whole world. And the good news, I believe that Yah is coming from what is His, the way He have already marked you from heaven. But I will not tell you that you ain't gonna feel this thing or you ain't gonna experience what is about to happen. And it ain't going nowhere. So we can walk around and think that it's going to blow over and we're going to get out of here and escape it. No, you won't find that in Revelation. Why is he saying this in Revelation? He's warning us what is to come. And in the process of it, all these other things are happening. We have to see these things. That means if we don't see these things, we sit and say, well, he said it, but I ain't never seen it. I ain't never felt it. I ain't never understand it. I didn't have knowledge of it. All I heard that it would, but I ain't never knew it. I ain't never experienced anything, because what me and him is talking about to you all, that they got our minds, I'm going to tell you something. They do. They do. They got it. And it feels good to hear a man in my tribe, young man, he's young enough to be my son. For him to say that, it makes me feel good that Yah has suffered him to feel that thing. So I can actually say, see, it's meant to feel. Those 400 years, we should have felt that 400 years somewhere in there. Say if we didn't feel 398, we should have felt that 99, that 90, that 400. We should have felt something. But we walking around here, we can't even justify, clarify, nor identify the 400 years to nobody outside of what we say that they done. But we can't say that, Father, we learned something from what you set up for us because of our disobedience. We can never go before the throne and say that to him because we haven't felt that thing. We haven't saluted it to the point where we can feel it. And we know that it is something that he done and he allowed. Why would he want that to happen for us to get out of here and never understand it? I don't think was his will, that we go the 400 years and go to the promised land and never look back and think that, oh, 400 years, I don't know what that was for. You see? And I think that we're going to have to feel some of that. I really do. So while we played around all them 400 years, thinking he's going to come for us, we're going to go to Mount Zion. I think we're going to feel something. And I'm going to put myself in there too. I think we're going to feel something. Anybody in the live chat that might have a question or maybe have an answer to something. And we got a couple of minutes before Sister Deborah in this video. It is as if I am being crushed. Why? No, it doesn't feel good, but it's a feeling that that I think the Father wants us to feel. Because why would he want us to know it if it doesn't come with a feeling? You get what I'm saying? Someone says, don't make me laugh. Not the dog said it ain't so. You know what else? I'm gonna tell y'all something I noticed too. I noticed how humans treat dogs and cats better than they treat humans. You see what I'm saying? When stuff get out of order like that, that shows you that something is wrong with the mindset of people. There is something wrong. Dogs have a place to stay. They got dental care. They got hospital care, vet care. They go get groomed. They get their nails cut. I mean, everything. Money is spent on animals. You should see the food that they feed them. Now I'm gonna tell you something. It's real sicker than what y'all can even imagine. Because what I see is I see a lot of brown skinned men, and I see a lot of I call them low European men, and and some of them are women, European women. They got this thing, about these little bitty dogs. Now I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you how messed up it is. The dogs are, is it bullies, pit bullies, or what are they? They got short legs. Do you know those dogs? They are making them big as they can get them, just to flaunt like these dogs are tough and bad. These dogs has no speed because the weight is too much weight. But in the minds of men, they look at these animals and it makes them feel good in themselves that they got a big dog with a big head and a big old body. And these dogs got these little bitty old short legs. You can tell they can't run. What happens if the dog get in a situation health-wise? He'll never be able to exercise because he's too big. See, they don't understand. They just wants to be able to go out in the public and get other men to boast and brag. I see this one European, he think he be trying to make his old regular dogs so tough and bad. And they not tough and bad at all, but in his mind, you can tell he got one of them drug minded. His mind is like on drugs or something. Because I'm sitting watching even the brothers. If y'all see, you have to see what these men are feeding these animals. It'll blow your mind. They going to the butcher shop and getting a side of a cow and a side of a pig, and the type of food that they're feeding these little puppies and these dogs is off the chain. They would never in their life feed their children like that. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's all, like he said, the whole world is off course. It is. Because when I sit back and I watch these men try to make these animals look tough and bad, and these animals are just eating it, and they giving them so much food to make them look big, and it's all just to make it appear that they big and tough and bad. It's a sad thing. And it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on a long time. Carcass dogs. That's probably it. But I know they and I'm looking at him, I'm like, and when people see Ice, they say, oh, he looks really fit. That dog that I have, y'all should see him running. Oh, he just loved to run. And the dogs on both sides of the fence, they can't even keep up with Ice. And he running and just is running, and he loves it because he know they can't keep up with him. And he'll do it all day long. Exercising. It's no way that I would go and feed that dog and he would never be able to run like he running now. And right now he fit. Yeah, do you see it? They do breathe hard, but I think it's all that weight. You should see the food that they feed them. They feed these animals more or better than they feed themselves. Why would you feed these animals whole chickens and steak? And what's this thing about feeding it to them raw? You see, because they trying to mess up the brain of these animals. They really are. They trying to get them vicious and mean. They want them to graft this blood. This is another sign that, to me, especially on both sides, Judah too, Judah men and the European men that's into that. A lot of European men is not into that, but it's just ones that like to have tattoo, like to smoke and shoot dope. And I mean, I ain't gonna say they like to do that, but this is what they do because those are the main ones you see out. You see them all on YouTube. They're all on YouTube, y'all. And you can see they people who sitting back. Did you hear about the one 2 weeks ago? His pit bull, he had 6. They mauled his tail. They said he went out, the video shows, he went out to feed them that night, that evening. It was like, I think it's 7 or 8. And somewhere along the line, all it takes is one of them. All it takes is one. Them dogs gonna hang with that one. It's just like taking a black man and putting him around white people. One of those white people can be his bestest friend since he was a little boy. All it takes is one to say, let's kill him. They're going to all kill him, even his friend. That's just the mindset of them. But they killed their owner. I said, see there? You trying to raise them to be tough and bad. They turn around and they mauled him to death. They didn't find him till the next day. But they had it on camera that the dogs did it. But you see what I'm saying? That you run around here trying to make these dogs tough and bad. And you know, I don't know where humans wants to take these animals out of the natural order, because they are out of natural order. And yes, they always act like they can't breathe. And you never see them running. You never see those little bitty, big old ones with the big heads. You never see them running. It's like they want their head to be gigantic and their bodies to be gigantic. Never think y'all, how could all that weight be on them short legs? See, they don't think. I think AI is a part of what you call the system. AI is the one that's going to be destroyed. Uh, 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 it's a system. Mhm. It's a very powerful system. I'm gonna show you when we show you how powerful this system is. See, that's why I think everybody is misunderstand what AI is. AI can have them lock you up for murder. It lies. And they are not going to believe you over AI. They're going to believe AI. You see? AI put you somewhere you ain't never been. And you be sitting up in jail for 2 or 3 years waiting for your trial to prove yourself against a computer system. The system, you ain't going to win. You ain't going to win against the system. That's what y'all is bringing down, the system. That's what Yah is bringing down, is the system in Revelation 18. It's a system, a very powerful system. And AI is the power punch that's going to be rumbling the system, giving them the idea that, okay, now we got them. Can you tell us where they at, what they doing, what they in the house doing? AI is going to be connected to all of that. Yep. The phone companies. What is Revelation 9 and 7 and 9? I think I love Revelation 9. That's going back to where I was trying to say to y'all how the Father is going to be pulling up these things from out of the ground. Not out of the ground, from the pit. Revelation chapter 9 and verse 7. And the shape of the locusts were like unto an horses prepared unto a battle. You see how it called it serpents. This is what the Father is saying. We have to be able to read this and come out of it with him and him with you. That's why you need the Ruach to teach you what he meaning of locust. Because now you see it switches it, and the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses, prepared unto battle. And on their heads were as it were crowns of gold, and their faces were the face of men. See, people thinking it's pulling up with locusts. No. Didn't I tell you you're going to be destroyed? See, that's why I was saying that we're looking one way, and that's not what Yah is saying. And when he pull up, he's pulling up different, because if you go to that 9, it tells you an angel came down and sound, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. It tells you who it was. And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heavens unto the earth. And to him was given the keys to the bottomless pit. That can't be a fallen angel, because y'all ain't giving no fallen angel no keys. It was an angel that came down, and he given it the keys to the bottomless pit. If he gave it to the fallen angels, they'll open up every cage down at the bottomless pit and let them all out. But this one here is obeying the voice of Yah. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke of the pit, as smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air was darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts unto the earth, and unto them was given power, as a scorpion on the earth have power. And then as you go back to your verse 7 and 8, it lets you know the scorpions were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as a crown, were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the face of men. See, okay, let me set an example. Let's look at the migrants coming over. You probably got more than 60 or 7 people saying it's okay for them to come over. They can come over, and it's okay. They this and they this and they this. Then Revelation pulling up telling you what they are. Devils. You see what I'm saying? He's telling you they are devils, foul spirits. He ain't saying men. He's telling you beyond what they are in the flesh. They coming to kill, steal. They ain't coming to steal, no, they coming to kill. And that's just like here when he's telling you about the locusts coming from out of the bottomless pit. And then he breaks it down. The locusts are like horses prepared unto battle, and their heads were like it was crowns like gold, and their faces were faces of men, and they had hair as hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of a lion. You see how he's telling you that you're going to have to come up out of what you heard from the beginning and put the pieces together. That's why it ain't going to be just anybody able to go in here and understand what he's saying. You still going to need the Ruach. But who goes in here and try to master it? Anybody in the live chat, who will go in here and try to master this? And then it said in 9, and they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings were as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like a scorpion, and there were sting in their tails, and the power was given to hurt men 5 months. Now, the only way we understand that is through the Spirit. We can't understand that just by reading it. So what has to come? The word has to come. These words, it's not going to tell us. Now, we just read it. You think you can understand it by just reading it? No. Now what happens? The word got to pull up. And who is the word? Yah. When he pull up and break that thing down, you got it. And you best bet you're going to probably be the only one that do have it. because 99.9 ain't going to accept what you have in that understanding, because they so used to listening, thinking that this is the word. And how can they break it down? The Ruach has to break that down to get the fullness of what's actually taking place. Just like in Revelation 18. The reason why ain't nobody worried about Revelation 18 and the migrants coming in, because they can't see it fitting. They can't see that these are devils and foul spirits and caged birds of hateful birds. They can't see that matching Revelation 18. So you see how the things are going to take place right before our eyes, while we sitting here trying to say or think that it's supposed to go like this or it's going like this, but it ain't gonna go that way. It's gonna go in a different way outside of the way we can just basically read it and understand it. Now let me ask you a question. You gave Revelation 9 verse chapter 9 verse 7 through 9. Can you comprehend it by just reading it? And if you can, break it down to us so we'll know. Can you actually go into it by just reading it? See, it to me, with me, if I would sit and say, Father, what is it you are actually saying here? Because even the star that fell from heavens unto the earth, I would not say that that's fallen angels. The angel sounded so that the star would fall, because he was given the key. And he gave him the key to the bottomless pit. He ain't giving no fallen angel no key to no bottomless pit. I mean, you really, it just really takes him to kind of break that down. But whatever's coming out of these bottomless pit, you best bet it's not like y'all think, the ground opening up and they coming up out of the pit. Oh no, y'all, don't get bent. Don't get bent. That's why Sister Deborah been telling y'all time after time after time, these books are words. But until that Ruach pull up, he has the word. And only he himself can break it in and break it out. Because he shocked me when he told me. He said, Deborah, I know you over here in Revelation 6, 7, and 8, okay, and 9, and you in 10, 11, but I'm going to tell you, it ain't going to come in order. I'm like, wait a minute. It ain't going to be like bam, 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 bam. No. And you mean, he said, anybody know why he said it's not going to come in order? Anybody have any idea of why he's saying it's not going to fall in the order in which we are reading? Anybody have any idea? You want me to tell you what he said to me? He told me the reason why it's not going to fall in order, because it ain't going to ever go anywhere. Like what we read in Revelation with the 4 horses, the 4 horses ain't coming back. They ain't coming back. They're going to ride on to the end. See, I'm thinking, okay, the white horse came, did what he did. The black horse came and do what he did. The red came and do what he did. He said, Deborah, they're going to ride on to the end. So these things ain't going nowhere. But what I do see, why these things are taking place, and that's what Sister Deborah be expounding on, is the fact that people act like it ain't existed. That bothers me. It's just like the 400 years. We act like the 400 years was nothing. It ain't nothing. It was good. It was okay. We okay. That's how we see it. But that was a discipline. That was a curse put upon us. We should have got something out at the end. We should have got something out of that. And that's just like everything else. No one sees anything, and no one expound on it. No one, it's just like, but like I said, and even you all, I'm sure many of you all can feel some things that are happening. And that's a good thing, because it's like saying, I'm not trying to hide it. I'm trying to escape. This thing is real. How can we know that it's being fulfilled if we're not experiencing it being fulfilled, or we're not feeling it? Then that what we actually can say, when, y'all, you lying. I ain't said that. I don't know what you talking about. That ain't happened to us. That ain't happened to me. You see what I'm saying? That's what people are doing, because they gone here. They don't see that things are being fulfilled. Things are actually happening. Because with me, When I start to see the brown skinned people killing each other the way that they do, and they have no feeling, no remorse, no sorrow, no nothing, and everybody walking around saying, it's okay, we can kill each other. Well, how you gonna get a woman submissive and you got all these men out here killing each other? You won't go to Chicago. You won't go to New York. You won't go nowhere to try to train these men in the way that they should be going, but you want a woman submissive. See, that shows you something wrong with that picture. Something wrong with that picture. And it always been. So I, Sister Deborah, would say, I appreciate each and every last one of you all in the live chat. And when we really begin to speak to others, make sure we make it make sense. Make it make sense. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Revelation and ask the Father to give me the breakdown to make it make sense, so I can just break it down as his spirit leads me. But some of it I can break down, but when it began to tell you what the scorpions look like and they become the men pull up in it, see, this is the same thing like I said before. Without the Ruach, we cannot go in here and make that make sense. And let me say this to you, and I know y'all probably would think that this is wrong for Sister Deborah to say. That's why I explained to you all Enoch and all these other books that they say that's lost, that they didn't pull it up. That's why they can't make sense of it. You ain't even made sense of this book. How you gonna make sense of that one? Do y'all get what I'm saying? And what they're doing is they making it make sense. But when in the process of making it make sense, you know what they're doing? It's not making sense in spirit and truth. It's making sense, but it's not making sense in spirit and truth. So they leaving spirit and truth out, but they're making it make sense. You see what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of and y'all don't know this here, but I'm going to tell you, a lot of our brown skinned men that's very educated and that are scholars and scientists. Yes, you got a lot of them. And those that are they left this book, they didn't left anything that had to do with Yah. They didn't left everything and left it. Now they all in space somewhere. They all in all these other books. Now they don't believe in a God that we believe in, a God or Yah. They don't believe in that no more. That's where our men are running to now. They run into something else. They trying to say that before Adam and Eve, before the world was created, there was these other gods that's like God, but it's not God. It was more than one God. You should hear it, y'all. It's so off the chain. You be like, wait a minute. Can't nothing outweigh, and this is my own experience, and I'm gonna say this, can't nothing outweigh he that is greater in me than he that is in this world. I'm a living, not a dead one. I'm a living, not a dead one. I'm a living testimony that the Ruach HaKodesh is real. And through my testimony, I can speak of them. You see? So people don't have testimonies. They don't have experience with him one-on-one. Life stories that they can tell, where they can tell somebody something and people can say, wow, did that happen? Yeah, yep. This is why, because he's here. He's present. He's all power. He's all glory. He's all might, So people don't want to give him that. So right now, you all don't know it, but a lot of those who saying that they the true Jews, and even in the camps and in these academies and all these things that they're doing, they're fading away from Yah. They're fading away from the Ruach, and they're going on a ride to science. They think Egypt has the answers. They think the pyramid has the answers. They think space has the answers. I'm serious, y'all. They think the stars has the answers. They think the moon has the power. They just taking it, and it's gone. It's gone. And it's where it needs to be in the minds of those who's following it. But like I said, it's kind of sad, because I think that the 400 years, we should have learned something. I'm going to be honest with you. We should have learned something in the 400 years. And when I say learned something, we should have learned something about the Most High Yah more than what we have. I really think so. I think we should have learned something, y'all, and we didn't. But that also goes back to say that that's why we're where we at, for that same reason. we did not make a change. But it's a blessing to know that heaven has made a change for us, because before the foundation of the world, he put his in his book. And in his other books that he created, he also put in the Lamb book of life, and then in the books to the lake of hell, he sealed it from the kingdom. And that's the thing that I like about what he did. Because when I look at everything, and this is real, y'all, when I look at everything that's on this earth and how everything is going and on and so on, when I look at this here, I said, Father, it don't show you, because you don't hear nobody really giving him that prompts. You don't hear people talking about his power, his authority. I mean, they call themselves kings, rulers, and leaders, but they call him nothing. They give no glory to him or honor to him for who he is all by himself. Say, for instance, if you found out that you say, well, okay, he created everything. Shouldn't he get some type of glory? Shouldn't he get some type of honor? Shouldn't he get some type of praise, recognition? No. 400 years and Judah still don't see him to have no power. No, he's not entitled to no glory and no honor. And we can sit around here and say, we give him that, but all you have to do is look around you. But I tell you one thing, the world has went into this book and they have mastered the ways. And he has given them the intelligence to master the ways so that they may see his word be fulfilled. And why Judah is still sitting around, and that's why I was saying a couple of days ago, it's a blessing for him to have you already written, already in his bosom, because what's his, he's coming for it. So I, Sister Deborah, would like to say I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in this evening. And I hope you get something, you got something out of it, and you have a wonderful evening, night. And I will be back. Shalom and shalom.